Most people think Rolls-Royce never changes, that it stays frozen in time, protected by tradition, history, and old money luxury. But behind closed doors, something very different has been happening. The 2027 Rolls-Royce in deep black isn't just another ultra-luxury sedan. It represents a quiet shift in how Rolls-Royce wants the world to see itself. Darker, bolder, more aggressive, less chauffeur-only, more power statement. And once you see what's really changing, it becomes clear this isn't just a new model year. It's the beginning of a new era. And it starts with the way this car looks. The darker identity Rolls-Royce is embracing the black 2027 Rolls-Royce doesn't just look luxurious, it looks intimidating. Rolls has been slowly moving away from the soft, elegant image it was known for decades ago. The rise of black badge models changed everything. Buyers started demanding darker trims, blacked-out grills, darker chrome, and sharper lighting. And Rolls listened. The iconic grille now appears more dominant, especially in black where it blends authority with mystery. That LED lighting signatures are sharper and more modern, giving the front end a colder, more commanding stare. Subtle body sculpting makes the massive sedan look lower, wider, and more planted than ever before. Black isn't just a paint color here, it's a message. A statement that this Rolls isn't meant to fade into the background. It's meant to dominate every driveway, every valet line, and every road it touches. But the visual transformation is only the beginning. A powertrain caught between two worlds under the hood, Rolls-Royce is walking a fine line. The legendary 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 is still alive, but everyone knows its time is limited. The 2027 Rolls-Royce represents one of the final chapters for pure V12 luxury power. The engine is smoother than ever, quieter than ever, yet somehow stronger in real-world driving. Rolls doesn't chase horsepower numbers like supercar brands. Instead, it focuses on effortless torque, the kind that moves a massive luxury sedan like it weighs nothing. Electrification now plays a bigger role behind the scenes. Hybrid assistance improves low-speed smoothness, enhances throttle response, and makes the car feel even more silent at cruising speeds. The goal isn't to feel sporty. The goal is to feel unstoppable, like nothing on the road can disturb your progress. This blend of V12 heritage and electrified refinement creates something rare, a car that feels both traditional and futuristic at the same time. But performance wasn't what surprised longtime Rolls customers the most. Inside the cabin, Rolls is breaking its own rules. Step inside the 2027 Rolls-Royce in black, and the atmosphere changes instantly. The famous Starlight headliner has evolved. More stars, more patterns, more customization. Some owners now choose constellations that match personal milestones, birth dates, or even their favorite cities. The materials are even more extreme. Black leather paired with dark wood veneers, carbon-inspired trims for black badge customers. Piano black finishes that reflect light like liquid glass. Everything feels handcrafted, but with a darker, more modern personality. Digital displays are now fully integrated, but cleverly hidden. Rolls refuses to let screens dominate the cabin. Instead, technology is blended into classic luxury design. When the screens are off, they disappear into the dashboard. When activated, they feel like part of the car's soul, not a distraction. The result is an interior that feels both timeless and quietly futuristic. A place where technology exists without breaking the illusion of handcrafted luxury. But there's a deeper strategy behind this design shift. How Black Badge changed Rolls-Royce forever. Black Badge models were never supposed to become this big. Originally, they were a niche offering, a darker Agir version for a small group of buyers. But demand exploded. Younger buyers, entrepreneurs, tech founders, crypto millionaires, athletes. These buyers didn't want soft classic luxury. They wanted power luxury. They wanted their Rolls to feel aggressive, not gentle. Today, Black Badge models make up a massive portion of Rolls-Royce sales, and that has completely reshaped how the brand thinks. The 2027 Black Rolls-Royce reflects that shift. Even non-Black Badge trims now carry darker styling cues, stronger presence, and more owner-driven personality. This is no longer just a chauffeur car. It's a car meant to be driven by the owner. A symbol of control, not just comfort. But Rolls' biggest transformation isn't happening with gasoline engines. The electric future is already shaping this car. Rolls-Royce has already confirmed its future is fully electric. The Spectre was just the beginning. By 2030, every Rolls will be electric. That means the 2027 Rolls-Royce is part of a rare transition period. This car is being designed with electric thinking, even while using combustion power. Chassis tuning, weight distribution, software systems, even sound insulation is influenced by EV development. So, engineers are testing battery platforms behind closed doors. Future electric luxury architectures are already being refined. The lessons learned from Spectre are being applied to traditional models to improve silence, smoothness, and digital control. In many ways, the 2027 Black Rolls-Royce feels like a bridge between two eras, the old world of V12 prestige and the new world of silent electric dominance. And that makes this generation more important than most people realize. Why pricing and Bespoke have become a power game. Rolls-Royce pricing is climbing. Not just because of inflation, but because buyers are spending more than ever on bespoke customization, paint colors, interior stitching, unique leathers, custom veneers, personalized starlight patterns, and one-of-one builds. Black paint itself has become part of high-end bespoke packages, not just standard black, but deep blacks with metallic flakes, ceramic coatings, and custom finishes that cost more than some entire cars. For many buyers, owning a Rolls is no longer about transportation. It's about identity. The car becomes a reflection of power, success, and personal branding. This has turned Rolls-Royce ownership into a kind of quiet competition. Who has the most unique build, the darkest trim, the rarest interior, the most personalized starlight roof? The 2027 Black Rolls-Royce fits perfectly into this culture. But there's a deeper meaning behind all of this. The last true V12 Rolls era, whether people admit it or not. This generation may be remembered as the final era of traditional Rolls-Royce luxury. The last time you could buy a massive V12 luxury sedan with handcrafted leather, mechanical presence, and combustion engine character. Electric Rolls models will be faster, quieter, more advanced. But they will be different. The feeling of a V12 gently moving thousands of pounds of luxury with effortless torque is something that won't return. That's why collectors are already paying close attention to this generation. The 2027 Black Rolls-Royce may become one of the last symbols of classic ultra-luxury before the brand becomes fully electric. Not because electric is worse, but because it's different. And different changes everything. Why this Black Rolls matters more than you think at first glance. The 2027 Rolls-Royce in black looks like just another ultra-luxury sedan. But when you connect the dots, it becomes something else entirely. It represents the shift toward darker, more aggressive luxury. It shows how younger buyers are reshaping Rolls-Royce's identity. It bridges the gap between V12 heritage and electric future. It reflects how luxury is becoming more personal, more customized, and more about power presence. This isn't just a new model year, it's a quiet turning point. Rolls-Royce doesn't announce revolutions, it whispers them. And the 2027 Black Rolls-Royce is one of those whispers that will only be fully understood years from now, when people look back and realize this was the moment traditional Rolls-Royce luxury began to fade into something entirely new. The question isn't whether Rolls-Royce will change. The real question is whether this generation will be remembered as the last of its kind.